You or someone you know has likely at one point in time thrown up their hands and said, "I'm just not good at math." In childhood, they probably struggled in class, mystified by everyone else's seamless ability to pick up new concepts and solve hard problems. This, of course, led to the conclusion that you are in fact bad at math. You were simply born this way. Forever and until you die, you will struggle to calculate, quantify, and formulate. This video is sponsored by CuriosityStream. My number one favorite place to go when I'm in the mood for a good binge watch is CuriosityStream. CuriosityStream has thousands of streamable documentaries and non-fiction TV shows on topics like history, psychology, food, and even more. It features 35 collections of curated programs handpicked by experts with award-winning exclusives and originals. And don't worry about accessibility. You can stream to any device for viewing anytime, anywhere, and it even has smart TV if you prefer your documentaries on the big screen. Use code Sisyphus to sign up and get an entire year of CuriosityStream for just $15. This is called a fixed mindset, a self-belief that has been heavily studied by the psychologist Carol Dweck. Believing that your qualities are carved in stone, the fixed mindset creates an urgency to prove yourself over and over. If you will have only a certain amount of intelligence, a certain personality, and a certain moral character, well, then you'd better prove that you have a healthy dose of them. It simply wouldn't do to look or feel deficient in these most basic characteristics. This can lead to a life of proving who you are. Every situation brings with it a confirmation of whether or not you know who you are. Your parents say you are smart, so now you need to prove that you are smart in front of the teacher. You have a certain amount of intelligence, attractiveness, charm, self-control, resilience, and so forth. You're someone who procrastinates, so you cave and play some video games. According to your closest friends, you're a 6 and can't date outside of your league. By establishing that you are the way you are, you limit who you can truly be. Your potential is set out before you. How fun is that? Dweck identifies a different mindset, the growth mindset. This growth mindset is based on the belief that your basic qualities are things you can cultivate through your efforts. Although people may differ in every which way, in their initial talents and aptitudes, interests, or temperaments, everyone can change and grow through application and experience. This doesn't mean that those with a growth mindset believe anyone can be the next Michael Jordan. Rather, it means that potential is truly unknowable. Instead of thinking, I can become whatever I want, they believe, I don't yet truly know what I'm capable of. Dweck recognizes that this mindset creates a passion for learning rather than a hunger for approval that is more characteristic of a fixed mindset. Those with a growth mindset value effort. They are willing to learn and persevere despite setback. This is contrary to those who think in a fixed manner. For them, effort is a negative. It signifies that someone is not capable because it is not coming naturally to them. This is evident in a study in which Dweck analyzed the brains of those who were fixed versus growth-oriented, while they answered difficult questions and were told whether they were right or wrong. Those with a fixed mindset paid attention to feedback that discussed their present ability, but quickly tuned out when they were given information about how they could improve. If they were incorrect, they also showed no interest when they were told the right answer. This is the polar opposite of the growth group, who remained focused when told how to expand their existing knowledge. For them, it was the process of learning that they concentrated on. This mindset, of course, goes beyond intelligence. People have even demonstrated a difference in mindset when it comes to love. Regarding faults and difficulties in the relationship, the growth mindset says all of these things can be developed. All. You, your partner, and the relationship are capable of growth and change. In the fixed mindset, the ideal is instant, perfect, and perpetual compatibility, like it was meant to be, like riding off into the sunset, like they lived happily ever after. Dweck hypothesizes that this stems from the cultural belief in true love, that love will be an easy process once you find the one, and entirely ignoring the compromise and effort required in a successful relationship. Your beliefs in some way can also be your worst enemy. Believing that you are one specific way and that this will never change is incredibly limiting and also an incredibly boring way to live one's life. Wouldn't it be better to go through life experimenting and trying new things, unworried about not living up to certain expectations? How liberating would it be to try the things you've always wanted to, but were too scared to attempt? Nobody's keeping any metrics on how good you are at any one thing except for maybe yourself. Now that you know you have the ability to reset, what then are you waiting for?